jumpy. Huh? Hello. Triumphant Champion returns. So, do you feel any different? Now that you've been through this experience, I mean. You know what it's like now. Always wanting that next fix. Hating it, but craving it at the same time, and hating yourself for all of it. Ah well, all over now. The chalice helps, doesn't it? Indeed it does. And I could use some helping right now. I'll just take that back from you. As a token of my gratitude, I grant you the role of Courtier of Mania with all of its entitlements, which is to say, none.
Always a pleasure.
Well, well, you've experienced both shades of madness. Wonderful. You seem fulfilled. Full of fill. Bursting at the seams. Seamless. Now, to the meat of your endeavor. The crux of the situation. The reason for your being here. And the likely cause of your death. You'll be stopping the Grey March. Altering the course of events, breaking the cycle! A fly in the ointment, a new cause for a different effect. We're going to change things. No, things will be different this time around. You'll be my champion. You'll grow powerful. You'll grow to be me. Prince of Madness, a new Sheogorath. Or you'll die trying. I love that about you. A fair question. You won't really. At least I don't think so, but you'll have power. My power. Try not to lose it. It's a pain to replace. But for all intents and purposes, you'll be me. A me to fight the him, since I won't be around. It's simple, really, if you don't think about it. Because you seem a nice enough sort. And you've made it this far. And if you don't, I'll swallow your soul and vomit it into the ever-filling chamber pot of the ageless. But mostly because I asked nicely. Well, not here. Didn't I say that? I'm never here when Jiggalag walks. It's one of the rules. I've told you too much for now. Listen to me. Prattle on. I can see your mortal brain straining. We'll talk more later. Now, you've seen the great torch that burns brightly over New Sheoth. No, because it doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. You'll fix that. You'll go to Sylarn and bring back the Flame of Agnon to relight the torch. Oh, and take care with my minions at Sylarn. In their eternal quest to please me, they're constantly fighting over Sylarn. It can be tiresome, but really, it's divine. Divinely tiresome. Well, that's your problem now. Off with you. I don't want to see you again until the Great Torch is lit. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you much. Oh, don't forget to make use of dear Haskell. Between you and me, if he's not summoned 3 or 4 times a day, I don't think he feels appreciated. That's where you're going to get the flame. Go. Except makes on. It's what? Aren't it? You're. He's your. It's a. Get shut. Yeah. Yeah. There the. It doesn't kill them. Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Yes, the flame of Agnon can only be lit by the immortal servants of Sheogorath, the golden saints and dark seducers of his creation. In normal times, Sheogorath would simply command it, and his servants would leap to sacrifice themselves upon the altars of rapture and despair. But alas, the times are not normal. And Sheogorath has given you this task without the authority to command it. I'm afraid you may have to be a little bit clever. Ah, the Great Torch. It is a symbol of Sheogorath's power and a source of great comfort for the citizens of New Sheoth. Unfortunately, the torch has gone out. For eternity, this has heralded the start of the Grey March. Lord Sheogorath, in his wisdom, wishes for you to relight the torch to help ease the worries of the populace. A bad lot. Traitors. You'll find them near the obelisks that dot the land. They perform rituals at the obelisks to summon knights to the realm. Their link to Jiggalag gives them power. As long as their obelisk is active, they cannot truly be killed. I live to serve.
Welcome to the House of Mania. Halt! Mortals are not... My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage. Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazalkana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at...
State your business. Then you are free to enter the shrine. The flame is lit from the shrine's 2 altars. Once the Orioles are driven out of the Grukedric Ulfri... What? The counterpart to the old... Walk with our Lord. A mortal wandering the halls of Holy Silarn, and a male no less. Explain yourself. Then I am at your service. The Grukedric Ulfri commands here. You will wish to speak to her at once, no doubt. For Sheogorath's glory. The Orioles will soon pay for their errand. The altar of rapture will be ours. Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself between the Mazkin and their prey. A most dangerous place to be. Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Orioles is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands. Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day Sheogorath will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm. The 2 altars, Blessed Despair and Holy Rapture, feed the great flame of Agnon above us. Only Sheogorath's immortal servants can kindle the altars, and I am at my lord's command. But I only hold despair for the moment. The Orioles hold Rapture and are massing to attack us. But never fear, they are no match for us. once their main force is destroyed. With your help, we can easily take Rapture from the few survivors. Then I will gladly kindle the flame for you. We are expecting the Orioles to attack any moment. They'll come down the main passage from the Altar of Rapture. They always do. They are overconfident as usual. We have prepared many traps and ambushes. It will be a glorious slaughter. Once the Orioles are destroyed, I will light the flame of Agnon for you. Will you help us defend the Altar of Despair? This will be a glorious day. Sylarn will finally be free of the Orioles. Follow me. We're expecting the attack at any moment. The Orioles are beginning their attack. Show them no mercy. Today, Sylarn shall finally belong to us.
Oriole, kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints.
Kneel before the saints!
Push it out, Borath! Kneel before the saints. Eta Oriole!
Whoa!
Victory is ours. I have already instructed my subordinates to kindle the Altar of Rapture. It is my honor to sacrifice myself on the Altar of Despair at Lord Sheogorath's command. The flame will be lit. You understand nothing, mortal. I go now to claim the highest honor attainable to my people. Stand aside. You've served. Maskin do not.
Speak, citizen.
If you light the great torch on the mania side of the Sacellum, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you. You should know that in addition to the adulation of the people of Bliss, there is also a more earthly reward. The hero who lights the great torch for Mania is traditionally awarded the raiment of Arden Sul. Not that this should influence your choice now. What? I knew I saw the glint of true mania in your eyes, my child. Go now and let the holy flame inspire the people of Bliss to new heights of madness. The great torch shines in accordance with the ancient tradition. Receive now the raiment of Arden Sul. Tread the humble path and find in... enlightenment.
Greetings.
Sometimes a shot... Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time. The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before. Why not? Something has to work. Once, I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter, it didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears. But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not. Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where their backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the courts of madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side. No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Artis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Sacellum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit. Ta! Come visit again! Or... Oh, look out your eyes!
Pain be with you. I'm disappointed in your choice. You'll find mania to be a fickle friend. Interesting. Not many wish to hear about such things, but I would be glad to oblige. Becoming the Duke of Dementia requires passage through the ritual of accession. Specific guidelines set forth by Arden Sul himself. Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual? Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented. To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our lord, Sheogorath.
Tidings! You chose well. The great torch shines as a beacon of mania to inspire and inflame. Yes, Arden Sul. Doesn't the name simply roll wonderfully off the tongue? He was the sovereign of thought and a regnant artist. To call him a simple craftsman would not suffice. Know him as the Artificer Superior. Words dripped like honey from his tongue, and his songs were intoned with extraordinary verisimilitude. Had we been blessed with his constant presence, the Isles would be a maniac's paradise. An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment. Certainly. When the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat. During this, the exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then, Sheogorath gives his...
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? just let me know. A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which Duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting. A safer choice, perhaps. Maybe you'll live through this. Théoden's a bit lost these days. Not that it's a bad thing, it suits him. Until now. Besides, won't it be a grand surprise when you make his heart burst from too much green moat? Théoden loves surprises. We will speak when your task is complete.